Hey folks, it's Farmer Ben. I was gonna dig through my archives and find a video on the chicken coop, but I'm like, I could just shoot something new. So here are chickens and here's their coop. The outside design is all fenced in because chickens can fly. We don't need them escaping. Number two, keeps predators out, right? Like cats, dogs, foxes, whatever. So the entire building is caged in, that you see here, and it's built in that style to resemble a barn. The building itself was originally used for grain storage. Probably prior to that it was something else, but it is insulated tin. So it's got steel on both sides and foam on the inside. Here's the gate to let the chickens in and out. And over there, in the summertime we just have the hole, but in the wintertime we put on this longer entrance, and that keeps the wind out. They've got roosts in here and a pallet. Typically we'll put food in the hanging feeder. Especially in the summertime, we'll do more of a calcium fortified one so they don't lose too much calcium. And like I said, they've got some roosts up here, and that's generally where they are when they're not out in the yard. They're released about 10 o'clock, and they come in when they want to, and we shut them up at night. Inside the building here, it has kind of switched over the years. Right over here you see their feeding tubes. This is where we can put feed in the feeder here without actually having to go into the pen area, but it consists of essentially the penned in area where we have various types of nest boxes and high-end roosts, and some of our older chickens are already in for the night. And here's some lower roosts that nobody likes to use. And then here's our waterer. There's the entrance to the outside. We do have electrical power, that's recent. I've got a buried line from the barn over here that comes to this outlet, and then that goes on to the other shed over there where we usually keep goats and sheep. Some chickens have decided to use the man door to get in. And then these are deeper nest boxes. My wife will tell you a video about these later, but we cover them up at night because they like to lay in them in poop. So they've laid their eggs for the day, so we cover that up. And most of them just sleep on the roosts. We use wood shavings because it smells nicer and it's easier to clean up. And they are pigs, so we have a couple trays to catch all the extra food. And then this black one here is oyster shell. It's at their leisure if they wish. Back here is an abandoned brooder. I say abandoned because we've used it 1 year and it worked great, but we also like to personify or domesticate our chickens so that they're friendly, and unfortunately there's just not enough access to get cuddly with them here, so it doesn't work super well. So it's a kind of a pit. It was at one time a caged off area. I'll see if I can post a video about it later. But this is the chicken coop. It does have 2 vents on the sides. We found that between the door having a vent and the front window, but being on the same side of the building, it kind of was didn't help much. So we put some side vents in as well that lets a cross breeze happen, and that's cool. The light you see on now is on a timer. Our chickens get a prescribed amount of light regardless of sunlight. So in the summertime we don't need to run it obviously because it's sunny a lot. But in the wintertime when our sunlight gets down to about 8 hours, we do supplement their light in the coop as well. So over here is a horse manger, but that's not part of the chicken assembly. And then the chickens do have free range over the horse pastures as well, although they typically stay to the mowed yard. If you guys have any questions on that, there's a motion light right there. Back when the building didn't have power, it's solar powered. No point in taking it off, it still works. So if you guys have any questions on the chicken coop or the chickens, just let me know, and we'll get them answered for you. Thanks for watching.